here can make the sound of a dog. Yeah, like that. And that's two. There's a few more people out there. Then the sound of a dog. Okay, good. But I need the sound of a really big dog. Okay, good. Now, in this story, it's a demon dog. So let's hear the sound of a demon dog. Yeah, good. All right. Now, every time I take a step, I'm going to ask you to make the sound of that dog. So it'll be sound and sound every time. You ready? Here we go. The sound of the demon dog. Ready? And... That's how this story starts. Eto emeto, because that's how they tell the stories in the Marshall Islands. Eto emeto, long time past. The best tasting breadfruit in the whole wide world was on the island of Jellicoan. And the demon dog guarded it so nobody could taste it. But one time, somehow, some way, a piece fell off and floated in the ocean over to the island of Lukonwur, where there lived a woman and her husband. And they got that piece of breadfruit, and they tasted it. Oh! That was the best tasting they ever had. And all I could think about after that, all I could dream about was that breadfruit. Oh, yeah. How are we going to get more of this breadfruit? Well, they lived on that island with their 6 sons. And every day, this woman and her husband would wake up. Who can get us this breadfruit? Who, please, who can bring us this breadfruit? And one day, their youngest son, he said, "Ooh, me, ooh, me." And the older brothers looked at him and said, "Now, shut up. You can't do anything. You can't bring this. You're worthless. You're nothing. You're just a half a boy." Because it's true, he was only half a boy. He had only one leg, one arm, one shoulder, one eye, one ear, one nostril for all I know. He was just half a boy. Ooh, ooh, me, ooh. And those brothers said, "You can't do anything." So those 5 older brothers, they said, "We'll do it." And they got out on the canoe, and they sailed away from Lukonwur, and they sailed over to Jellicoan. And as they got close to Jellicoan, they're like, "Ooh, let's go get the breadfruit." And the demon dog, he heard them coming. You ready? And those boys turned around and sailed right back home. And when they got back home, Mom and Papa, they said, "Where's the breadfruit?" And they said, "Well, there's a demon dog. We didn't bring anything. There's no breadfruit." And Mom and Papa were like, "Oh." And they had to go to bed that night without the breadfruit. And in the morning they woke up. "Oh, who can bring us the breadfruit?" And the youngest son, he said, "Ooh, me, ooh, me." And the older brothers, they said, "Shut up. What can you do? You're nothing. You're just half a boy." And their parents said, "Yeah, what can you do? You went over to the island. You didn't bring us anything." You go back to the island, you take your younger brother. Oh. So they went, those 6 boys. They got in the canoe, and they sailed on over to that island of Jellicoan. As they got close to the island, the older brother said, "Now listen here, little boy." But the younger brother didn't listen at all. He just scooped up the basket and went hopping. Oh, wrong arm. He went hopping onto the island. And the boys, they shut out, "Now wait." And the demon dog came running. The dog went right to those brothers in the canoe, because you see, the dog couldn't see the half a boy, because he was only half a boy. And so the dog sat there and yelled at the boys in the canoe, and the half brother, that half boy, he was picking that breadfruit. And he filled up the basket, and he came hopping back. "Come on, brothers, let's sail!" And he jumped in the canoe, and the brothers turned the canoe around, and they sailed on back home. And when they got close to home, that half a boy was ready to jump out of the canoe, but the older brother pulled him back and said, "No, I'm taking the breadfruit." And he picked it up, and he said, "Mama, Papa, look what I brought you." And Mama and Papa were so very happy. They grabbed that breadfruit, they chopped it up, and they cooked it, they baked it, they boiled it, they fried it, and they sat down and they ate that breadfruit. And they was feeling so good. And they went to sleep. But they had eaten up all the breadfruit. And so in the morning, Mom and Papa said, "Oh, who can bring us the breadfruit? Oh, come, my son. You brought it yesterday. Please go, bring us some more." So the 6 brothers, They got in the canoe and they sailed back off to Jellicoe. And as they got close to that island, the half boy, he started to jump out, but the older brother pulled him back and said, no, Mom and Papa asked me to do it. I'm going to get that breadfruit. And he picked up the basket and he went running onto the island. And that demon dog came running. He grabbed the older brother and ripped him into shreds. And the 4 other brothers, they saw what was going on. They couldn't believe it. The dog just ripped their brother to shreds. So the 4 brothers jumped out to go attack that dog. But that dog just came up to all the 4 brothers and ripped every one of them into pieces. And the half a boy turned the canoe around, started to sail away. I don't know how he did it with one arm, but he did. He went back. And he got back to his home island. He said, Mama, Papa, my brothers, the demon dog, they're gone. Oh. And the mom and Papa, oh, what about the breadfruit? And the half a boy said, well, I didn't bring any. Mom and Papa said, oh, where's the breadfruit? So the half boy said, okay, I'll go back. And he got in the canoe, he sailed back to Jellicoe. And he jumped onto the island. Because he was only half a boy, the demon dog couldn't see him. But instead of getting the breadfruit, he just broke off a piece. And he sailed back to his island. And when he got home, they planted that piece of breadfruit. And they grew up. And they started to plant it all over this atoll called Mili. And they say the best tasting breadfruit comes from that atoll of Mili. Now I went to that atoll because a man named Mejan told me this story. But I got to tell you, I don't know if it's the best tasting breadfruit in the world, because I don't like breadfruit. So if you want to know if this story is true, you got to go there yourself.